episode of Casting Couch
Okay.
coming on right now with Joe Cotela. Sorry, I said I had to do that. So
Casting Couch.
Just because we walked in here and we saw this, we're like, it's very Casting Couch-ish.
I hope they didn't film Casting Couch in here.
Looking at
We're
the
sitting
couches,
on the
you
couch
never
right now.
know.
The couch does look pretty worn in, but
Worn in and out.
yeah,
Who knows
both.
what happened?
Sure.
So, Joe Cotela, Ded, over here at the Forge in Joliet.
Yes, sir.
This is like my 5th interview with you guys.
It's been a few.
Couple. And longest beard I've seen you have so far.
It's the longest beard I've ever had in my life, I think.
Really?
Probably.
So where did the new look come from? Where did it derive from?
I think the beard was just kind of natural. I just kind of stopped trimming it to let it go. I started doing it a little bit, and then I don't know. It's just time for a new thing, new album, new everything kind of thing. You know what I mean?
New look and everything.
New the whole thing. I think it's got kind of like a beards. You know, I like it's like a wise, kind of mature, knowledgeable kind of thing is what I associate beards with, and I like that. You know, I've always had people tell me, you know, that I'm like good to talk to and knowledgeable about things
pretty
like
easy
that.
to talk to.
Yeah, so I guess maybe that works for it. I don't know. It's, you know, I think it's just I'm doing it right now, and it feels good, and it's like a, you know, I'm kind of going for like a bit of a warrior kind of vibe for the new album and for the new material, and so I guess it fits well with that.
And you guys do the paint, well, you do the paint now.
Right.
And then the rest of the band, they kind of grunge themselves up.
Yeah.
So it kind of meshes all together. So was that like a collective look that you guys were going for, or did it just happen and it was like, oh fuck, this is awesome, let's do it?
Yeah, I think it was kind of organic in the same sense of like, you know, we all just, you know, want to try. We're trying new things right now. You know, we're trying some different styles, different things, and we'll see what sticks for us. And it's really all part of being creative beyond just playing music. You know, there's something that I never really dabbled into very much. You know, when I first started music was the aesthetic part of it. But you know, with Ded, with the eyes, we were wearing like black straight jackets when we first started, and all kinds of stuff like that, you know. So this is just a new representation of that. You know, a lot of people didn't see the earlier stuff that we did because it was, you know, local starting out and stuff, you know. But yeah, we've always kind of changed. So this
and
is
do you
just a new thing.
think bands should actually kind of do that? Do you think they should find a look for themselves kind of after they've already established themselves as a regular band? Do you think that kind of enhances their stage presence? I
mean, I think if it feels correct for them, you know, if you don't feel good doing that, then you shouldn't do it. You know what I mean? Like you know, there's plenty of bands that don't necessarily have a look or whatever you want to call it. And I've been in bands where I didn't. You know what I mean? But for us, it feels like it makes sense, and it feels appropriate. It feels empowering. It feels like it, you know, encompassing with the look and the music, and getting lost in both of those things really, I feel like pulls me into that, you know, into that energy. So.
And you now wear this jacket, or a cloak as I call it. Is that feathers, or is that just like, I mean, it looks badass when you're out there.
It's not feathers.
I don't know.
It's I don't even know what it's made out of, honestly. But yeah, no, that's part of that vibe. And I'm getting some more things made as well, and I might do, you know, some different changes and things like that. You know, I don't know. I'm figuring it out. You know, it's always an evolving thing. So I'll see where I end up going with it. You know, and once our album is finished, done, like completely in the books, wrapped up, then I'll feel like I'll be able to really put kind of like a focus on the whole look. You know, the whole look and everything, and see where I really want to go with it.
And speaking of the new album, you guys were at Louder Than Life last weekend, and you played the song that first time playing it, Eyes Sewn Shut.
Right.
So that song it just got the crowd going.
Right.
What did you think the reaction was? Did you expect that from the crowd?
No. Usually when you play a new song, everybody kind of stands there and just stares at you.
But they went.
They went nuts for it. Yeah, they went nuts for it, and so it was really cool. Like that's probably ever in my life, I've never gotten such a good reaction from a brand new song live. So that's a really good sign.
It's always
and you know what? We love that song, so we're playing it pretty you know, with conviction and pretty ferociously, as if you know, we wanted to play it as if it's just one of our songs, not necessarily like here's a new song and not really know how to do it. We practiced it a lot. We got really familiar with it, so we could really convey it the way we wanted to. So the reaction was great, and we've shown it to a few people here and there, and the reaction's been awesome. And you know, I can't say enough about how excited I am about all of our new stuff.
Sounds great. And you're on tour with New Year's Day, who's doing sound check right now. You were on tour with In This Moment earlier this year.
Right.
What has it been like working with the empowerment of the women lead singers?
Well, we're still on after.
Yeah, you're going back with In This
we fly out
Moment, too.
for Aftershock in 2 days.
Yeah, it's this weekend.
This weekend, yeah, Friday, and then for us, we do the Slipknot Day, and then fly back. And we're back with In This Moment, New Year's Day, and then a group called Little Miss Nasty. That's like a burlesque type thing, and then Motionless in White comes on for like a week or so of it too.
Yeah, David told me about that.
Yeah. So it's been a great tour so far, and you know, we've toured with New Year's Day and In This Moment before, you know, different times, and I love kind of the integration of men and women bands, you know, back and forth. You know, it doesn't really matter to me what, you know, gender you are.
Yeah, you just want good rock music.
I want to be around good bands, and but I like what it does when I hear Maria or Ash, you know, say certain things that empower the girls to come out to shows, and to feel comfortable there and to feel empowered by watching them on stage. I think that's incredible. It gives me chills sometimes, you know. So.
Yeah, first time I saw New Year's Day was last weekend, and there was the one song where Ash asked all the women to body surf to the front and give her a kiss or a hug. I'm like, I've never heard somebody call that out before.
Right.
So to actually see it happen was really cool. So I mean, do you guys kind of play into that when you guys are on stage as well? Do you think being more hands-on? I mean, you come down to the crowd a lot and kind of get in deep with people too. And a lot of people like that. So
right.
Is that something that you worked on over time?
Just getting integrated with the crowd. I mean, I like to be close to the crowd. I, you know, grew up kind of the punk rock kind of scene where it was just like very like
People
stage,
diving off
the stage is the ground and everything, you know, playing in basements and bowling alleys and stuff, you know, when I was really young, and that's never gone away. I like the interaction, you know, so and then as far as like watching, you know, them do that, I don't really play to like, you know, I'm not a woman, so I don't really play to the woman thing as much, you know what I mean? But yeah, for them, I think it's awesome, and for me, I just do what I do, you know, and I hope to just include anyone there. I mean, no matter who you are, what you look like, any of that kind of stuff, you know, I just want everyone to know that they're welcome there, and it's a place where they don't ever have to feel like, you know, like everybody's an equal there, you know, it's legit. You know?
The new album, you said you're working on it now. It's not completed yet. When could we possibly see, besides the new song, actually released? Anything? I mean, obviously you probably can't really say
Yeah,
much.
I can't say the exact date. I mean, very, you know, early next year is when it's going to be, I think. Maybe it'll be sooner. I think it's going to be early next year, but you know how things go. It's all out of my control. I could put it on the internet right now if I wanted to, you know, but I can't, you know.
Yeah, you get really in trouble.
Right.
So how do we get the little name Ded that's on the Aftershock and then like the second line? How do we get that bigger up to the top? Because I mean, you guys are blowing up that much where you shouldn't be that low. Move up.
Right. Well, I mean, you know, we are on the main stage that day, so I mean that is a difference. Last year we were on the side, or 2 years ago we were on the side stage. So I think you move up to the main stage, then you got to start. You kind of move down back to the bottom again. And we've also, you know, it's been 2 years almost since we put our album out. Just over 2 years. Just over 2 years. So we're kind of like, you know, maybe people are kind of getting like, all right, when are you gonna put, you know what I mean?
I know, I've been doing that for the last year.
Buzz, yeah, exactly, and that's, I'll post anything. I was talking to Elwood about that. You know, I post anything, and everybody's like, stop posting stuff, just post new music. Nobody cares about what you're.
Nobody wants to see the pictures of you rocked out and
right,
jacked and everything.
Yeah.
We do, but we don't.
No, and I fully, you know, understand, but yeah, it's you know, we want to release it. You know, we're excited to release it, but it has to be done right, it has to be done properly, and but we're still kind of like, you know, existing off of the fumes of the first album still, you know, so it's, I know people, and nowadays people put music out faster and faster and faster. For us, we transitioned, doing a lot of different changes as far as where we did the album and all that kind of stuff, and so we just had to wait and you know, just kind of go with the flow as far as to get it the way we wanted it to be.
And you were saying with the album, the way people put it out now, it's like a song every few weeks or every month or a half or so.
Mhm.
Do you guys see yourself going that route, or you want to stick with the same every year and a half, 2 years or so per album?
Well, we're definitely putting an album out
Yeah.
this time. As far as, you know, the way that music changes and the way that people digest music, if that continues to change, then I mean, who knows what we will do in the future? You know, like you have to kind of, you know,
Go with the trends.
yeah. You have to give people, you know, kind of however they want to do it. You know, I don't know, you know, where music's going to go. I could never have guessed it would be where it is now before. You know, so, you know, but for now we're putting out an album. You know. And there's still something really cool about, to me, whether, you know, however you get it, there's something cool about a body of work and putting it on and indulging in that.
And do you still like the physical copies to have too? Because I know I do.
I do, yeah, for certain ones.
Especially vinyl.
Yeah, for certain ones, yeah, absolutely for vinyl. And for certain ones, you know, and then for other ones, I prefer it to be on
Digital.
Spotify, honestly, you know, so it really just depends on maybe the artist or the band or whatever it is.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And you and I talked in the past, favorite horror movies.
Mhm.
We just had Joker come out the other day. We had It 2 come out
Okay.
recently. Have you
Right.
seen any of those?
I saw It Too. I haven't seen Joker yet.
Oh, man.
Yeah, did you
We've
guys?
seen all of them.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everybody's. Yeah, everybody's. It sounds like it's incredible. I'm waiting to go see it. Waiting to go see it with
And by the way, we
my
have
lady.
Draven and Audrey of Bullet to the Heart
Yes.
kind of hanging in the back.
Yes.
Just watching.
Right.
Maybe we'll get them on later to, you know, do a little picture. But so, okay, so you saw It 2.
I saw It. It Too.
Obviously the first one, I loved it.
Yes, the
Absolutely
first one
loved
was fantastic.
What do you think of the
I
second
loved
one?
it. The second one, I thought.
It was
I
very
didn't understand a
interesting
couple
premise.
things about it. Okay, so I overall liked it. I didn't understand, and maybe you could tell me what the gay bashing scene was. Was that necessary to have in the movie?
I was wondering that
Was
too.
that just to like tell you that their town was really
Fuck
kind
up.
of like obsolete and like didn't really understand where the rest of the world was? Is that?
I think that's
I
kind
didn't
of where,
understand. That's
is
what-
that where it
okay.
was going?
Because we ventured into that. Because I remember being like, whatever happened to any of that?
Yeah,
Why did
because
we
I was
just watch
watching with
that?
my 14-year-old son, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up that they did that. But
Yeah.
why didn't nothing happen out of it?
Right.
Which nothing did.
Right. And nothing. Yeah. And then like
So
so
they
anyway.
were trying to show that Pennywise has a hold on the town, and that the town's never going to evolve.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So that's
it's
what
all
it is.
Old,
Yeah.
old,
Everyone's-
old mentality.
But yeah, that's why they
Everyone's
like the bullies. They carved in the first one. They carved the child, and like nobody did anything. The couple drove right past them.
Oh,
It's about
right.
the hold of fear on the town.
Okay.
Oh,
There you
I
go.
love that.
Yeah, it's in the book.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
If I
If you just read
read,
the book.
if I read, maybe I'd understand more.
So that was one thing that, again, that I was like, I don't, you know, whatever. And then I felt like they didn't need to recap so much. So those are my critiques on it. I feel like there's a lot of recapping that, like, I saw the first movie, I could just watch this one and I don't need to hear about the first movie again, you know, and
Yeah.
I feel like everybody can just watch the first movie and watch the second
I
movie.
see what you're saying, because each character had that throwback to, you know, what their issue was.
Right.
But I kind of see it because you had to grow from it. So those people that didn't see one,
Mhm.
maybe that's why they just threw it in there a little bit for 2.
Right. And you know, I get that, but, you know, it just made the movie a little long for me.
It was.
And but I really enjoyed a lot of it. I thought there was a lot of good comedic humor, release in there.
Yep.
And,
It took all the senses to me. It was like, you know, went through, like, it was crazy, it was sad, it was happy, it was like, holy crap, what the, you know, it was just like all your, you know, mental aspects of it.
right. Yeah. I thought there was. I thought it was a solid. I'd probably give the first one an 8 out of 10. I'd give this one a 7 out of 10. You know, I liked it a lot, but you know, I honestly don't know if I'd watch the second one again.
Really?
Honestly, yeah.
Did you like the ending though?
Did it leave with like a cliffhanger?
I think it always does. doesn't
Yeah,
it? No?
I just can't even remember,
It-
honestly.
It's
I just saw
always
it
open.
last week. I can't even remember how it ended.
It was kind of like happy though.
Well, for the group, yes.
For the group, yeah.
But for Pennywise, no. But they released everybody, didn't they? Didn't
no,
everything
not
release?
not
Like,
the children that were killed.
Yeah, I can't
Sorry,
even.
man,
I
Jack
just
over
saw
here.
it. Yeah, spoilers. Spoilers.
I'll put that in there later. That doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. You know, I really enjoyed it, but I would say that it didn't really move me to the point of like I'm obsessed with it. You know, I'm imagining that's what the Joker's gonna do, and I'm really excited
Dude.
about that.
Oh, that's
When-
awesome.
when you see
Are you
the-
a comic book fan?
I am. I was growing up a lot. I'm not so much anymore, but I still like. I would say that I am
It
in a
ties
way. You
everything
know, I can
together.
appreciate it. All right, sure.
Yeah, it ties everything together, and it's so good. And
Mm.
Joaquin Phoenix, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
That guy, if he doesn't get the Oscar, I don't know who
Yeah,
should.
yeah. I'm imagining. I mean, I'm honestly ready for him to just crush that part.
Yeah,
I'm
he
excited
did.
for it.
He definitely did. Any other movies that you've seen recently, or that you're looking forward to coming out? We're all big movie buffs here.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we
yeah.
can-
You know, I usually, and I really usually am. I'm just so, like,
You're
just
into-
always
into the music
always
right now,
doing
man.
stuff, and
Yeah.
so like you know, and I'm always looking for things to watch. I want to watch that alligator movie, the Crawl one. It's probably terrible, but I want to watch that. I want to watch the 30 or 47 meters down, Uncaged. I love sharks. I want
Okay.
to watch the shark movie. Those are the two that I'm thinking off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
the
I haven't seen
Terminator coming
Yesterday either. I really want to see that. The Beatles movie where the guy has all
yeah,
the Beatles
I haven't
songs.
seen that either.
That sounds really fun to me.
'Cause you got Terminator coming out, you got Star Wars at the end of the year.
Okay, right. Yeah, I mean, I saw the preview for Terminator. That looks cool. You know, I don't know. I just don't even have time. I'm just always. I don't even know what's going on. Honestly,
So you don't even have time really on tour to really get out much, do you?
Not really. I mean, there are.
Off days.
Yeah, there are off days, but usually I'm like trying to just like go to the gym and stay busy, I guess. But we used one of the off days and went and saw it. I really want to see that last Tarantino movie too, the Hollywood.
Oh, that's good too.
Yeah.
We also
No,
not
that's
together.
fantastic. I'm
They
a
saw it
huge
together.
Tarantino fan,
Dude, that's
so
really good too.
I need to see it. I just don't
Brad Pitt.
have the time right
Brad
now.
Pitt
So.
and DiCaprio were amazing.
Right.
Great movies, man.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. Anything else that you want to say?
No, I'm just
I'm good.
thank you guys for for waiting so long, and we think that once the album comes out, everybody will hopefully it'll be worth the wait, and you won't be mad at us anymore.
And I'm figuring we'll hear Eyes Sewn Shut tonight.
Yeah, we'll play that tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be playing that.
Yeah.
We'll be playing that for the rest of the tour, for the rest of the year, and then we go to ends right around Halloween in New York. This tour does, and then we go overseas with Wage War for about a month,
Oh, nice.
and that'll be awesome. UK, Germany, I think we go to France and a couple other places, Amsterdam as well, and then we're doing Shiprocked after that.
Nice.
So we got
That's February, right?
That's February, right? So and then we're gonna a bunch more stuff I'm sure announced sometime.
But you
So-
guys always do.
Yeah, be a lot
So
of
make
stuff.
sure you guys follow them: Facebook, Instagram,
Mhm.
Twitter. I don't really use
Dead
Twitter much.
DED. Yeah,
DED.
just Google it. And
Look for
find
the
it.
new music coming early 2020, possibly sooner.
I don't know. I
He's
think.
not giving shit up today
no,
for me, man.
keeping it tight. Mhm.
He is. Joe, awesome job, man.